made it very clear that poor women were no longer going to be left out. That's the long and short of it is. You could imagine the worst case scenario, suppose Roe v. Wade would be overruled. And no woman of means would have a problem because many states would not go back to old ways. When Roe was decided, there were 4 states, including New York, where you could get a first trimester abortion if you wanted one. No questions asked. Because there are a number of states that will not go back to the way it once was, then it means any woman who has the means to travel will have access to an abortion. The left out ones are poor women. And I think at Whole Women's Health, there were 2 kinds of efforts. You mentioned what they were in Texas. One was that a clinic that offered abortion had to meet all the standards of an ambulatory surgical center. There were many procedures much more risky than an early abortion. Childbirth is much riskier than an early stage abortion. There was no requirement that childbirth occur in an ambulatory surgical center setting. Colonoscopy is another. Why single out abortion for this restriction? The other was that the doctor had to have admitting privileges at a hospital within 30 miles of the facility. Well, many of the abortions were medical abortions where the woman would take pills and then go back home. And if something went wrong, the doctors having admitting privileges 30 miles from the clinic wouldn't do that woman any good because her home was not in the same vicinity. So these restrictions that were ostensibly to protect women's health were revealed as a sham, as impeding poor women's access to abortion.
Were you surprised that it would, because it was Justice Kagan who wasn't part of the ruling, correct? On this one, were you surprised that it was 5-3?
I think, no, Justice Scalia was not part of the decision. Justice Kagan was. It was the Fisher case, the affirmative action case. That she.
Yeah.
So this was 5-3, and it would not have made a difference if Justice Scalia had been on the court because 5 votes decides the case.